Hello guys, welcome everybody. I am your host, Isaac from Purple Haze Podcast. Everybody, before we get into the topics for today, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't. Smash that like button and hit that bell icon for when you get notified of your videos. So, I kind of want to touch on a couple subjects maybe. Let's talk a little bit about Kirk Cousins and my expectations for him. So, for basically some good things that he's done, let's go over his 22 stats. He had a 66% completion percentage. He's had 4,547 passing yards, 29 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, and he's rushed the ball 31 times for 97 yards, 2 touchdowns. So that's those are very good stats, I must say. I mean, is this probably his best year in 22, of course, because of a previous coach who did not really like him. I mean, he balled out really well despite all of that still. And in 22, he's done even better because there's a coach who likes him. So that's really good. But there's kind of a lot of issue. There's still the issues linger with Cousins because I gave Cousins a pass sometimes. I mean, not a pass sometimes, but he was annoying. But back then in 2018 and through 2021, he was annoying at times. But there was a coach who really did not appreciate his work and how he was doing when he led this team. I mean, it's pretty evident that it was like, maybe there's a coach, maybe not necessarily, maybe at least somebody who can elevate, like an offensive genius, like Kevin O'Connell, or Eric Bieniemy, or Brian DeBall, maybe. I was thinking maybe one of those coaches would elevate his playing field. He did really well in the 2022 season. He was not the issue at all. As a matter of fact, most of the games he put this team on his back and he says, "Nah, we're not going down like this. We are going." For example, the second half of the Colts game, he had over 400 yards. He had 4 touchdowns in the second half. Those are good. That's elite. That's an elite play. And also the toughness. For example, against maybe, I would say, the Washington Commanders game, week 9, he threw a deep pass for I'm just trying to think. Oh yeah, to Justin Jefferson in the second half. He threw a deep pass. It got caught for 47 yards while getting drilled to the ground. That took guts there from Cousins. So, and also against the Giants in week 16 on Christmas Eve, there's a Giants defender who came at him, who took a hard swipe at the ball. The ball barely flinched. I mean, Kirk Cousins has been tough, though. He's been really, really good. He's been pretty good. But at the same time, he can be elite. He can throw up stats like 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. He can do all that. But at the same time, he catches a tight butt most of the times. That's just it. He sometimes gets scared whenever things start to happen. Like, a couple of good examples I could give out is the Jets game in week 13. There was the Vikings' last possession, I would say, I think. 3rd and 13, he threw a check down to TJ Hawkinson, which basically they had to punt, giving the Jets an extra possession. Thankfully, the defense pulled through on that one, despite that error. But the major one in the wild card round against the Giants, 4th and 8, check down to TJ Hawkinson. The game is on the line for the Vikings. So basically the Giants were winning already. You had to do something, but That check down to TJ Hawkinson was pathetic. It was sad to see. It's like, what are you doing? Throw it deep past beyond the sticks. Like you did against the Buffalo Bills on 4th and 18. Why didn't you do that? I don't get it. If it was pressure, I would say you can still make that throw even if there is pressure. You can still do it. And the best you could do, and then if it wasn't complete, then he at least tried, but that point, that throw just had me basically my expectations were pretty high. I would say my expectations for Kirk Cousins is to get to the NFC Championship. I'm serious. To not have any more of these in the playoffs is enough. But if we see that again in the playoffs, I think that's it. I mean, the Vikings did. It's just I just want to win a championship. And he may not be that guy. He can, but if he throws another one of those, I'm sorry, we're just going to have to be done. Just move on from a different quarterback, draft a quarterback in the draft, or if Jaren Hall is it, use him. Anyways, moving to topic number 2, the Vikings are using their throwback uniforms from the 60s and the 70s, and it's going to be featured from what I know, it's going to be featured in week 1 against the Buccaneers. So I like those uniforms. I'll post it on the community when I can. Got to go through some procedures, but anyways, I love this. It's like, where has this been? Where has it been? I love those uniforms. They should definitely continue doing it as far as this, man. They need to do this. So, let's see. I saw the reaction and I like the boldness. I love those. Those are so nostalgic. But I'm glad they did not use the Night 2010s. Oh man, those are ugly. Those are the ugliest uniforms as for me. But I am so glad they're using those. I love those. Anyway, guys, so that's it for this video. We'll probably Friday. We'll see how it goes. Until then, make sure you again hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and comment below whatever your guys' opinion. We'll see you guys Friday. Skull.